The Royal Hunting Park of Toxteth was established in 1207 and was covered in forest until the end of the 16th century when it was turned into farmland. There were no houses on this land until the late 1700s. Toxteth grew rapidly from 1800 onwards, when thousands settled in the area as a result of the Irish famine and the growth of industry. At this time, Toxteth was not part of Liverpool. Part of the park was incorporated into Liverpool in 1835 and the rest in 1895. Park Road was given its name around 1821 and at that time ran from the original entrance to the ancient park of Toxteth at St James's Church by Parliament Street. The road ran all the way down to the park's southernmost boundary in Garston. The ancient chapel at Toxteth, which is still in use, was built in 1618 and is now the oldest building in Liverpool. This chapel was built next to the Dingle stream, which no longer exists, but originally followed the path that Park Road takes today.
But we're getting people's opinions in the area, both the public on the road, shopkeepers, we've been in the markets. We just want to get a general opinion of what people think, what effect will that market have on it. Are you for us, are you against us? What's your reasons for and what are you against, you know? Yeah. Will it be a good thing, you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Why is that? Because obviously it's going to give you competition.
Well, competition's good, it's good.
Do you think it'll affect the local shops and businesses?
The record throughout England is that it does. They do slowly close down. There doesn't appear to be any contradiction to that in the long term.
It won't, I don't know so much of an effect on me because I find Tesco's expensive compared to Morrison's and Asda.
It is an enormous site. And it's an enormous site which will be occupied by one of the major companies in the UK. And so we have in an area which is basically powerless and one of the most deprived areas in the country, something which is innately powerful. And I think it is not a very good balance. It probably actually could do as much harm as good. We do have to wait and see about that though, I think. If the local community is clear about their needs from Tesco, this would help a lot. At the moment, I'm not sure that there is that cohesiveness.
The only thing I can say about Tesco's, if Tesco's come on here, the market won't be here because Tesco is not market friendly.
I'm against Tesco. I think they're very greedy. You know, they'll take up every bit of land they can get.
You can look at the convenience of a supermarket. Then it defeats on other things. The immunity goes.
When you look on the outside, you say
well, if you take the whole picture, the market goes, the little shops go. Next thing, you'll have a big supermarket and you'll be stuck in the house all day.
There's no good shops here. People have to go in a couple of bus rides away. And I just think it would be good for the area, Tesco's here, I really do.
The site that we're talking about has been basically a derelict car park for probably 30 years. And it used to be the Royal Hunting Park of Toxteth. So there's actually so many layers of food provision and wildlife of every sort going on in that area, that it's an amazing site to work with.
People do need supermarkets in these areas, no doubt about that. But they've got one down there already, and it's not that big an area to take another big supermarket, is it?
It also is very interesting to note that Liverpool has about 2/3 of its land as open space, and therefore actually there is an enormous amount of flexibility about where Tesco could go. At the moment it will be situated in an area which really should be a view of outstanding beauty. And it will not be a view of outstanding beauty with Tesco there.
I'd still like a supermarket here, obviously, or something, but I'd not necessarily want it to be Tesco's.
If you go along over to the Swan or you go to their metros or anything like that, you know, it's just taking every lively off all the little shops that you've got. That's the first thing you'll do, because no one will do nothing.
And what do you think the pros and cons of a supermarket development on that site would be?
Well, the local people definitely want more food variety, and they also definitely want something to happen to that area. So in that sense, Tesco is doing that. But there are all the other issues with Tesco, which are about the quality of what is provided, the type of work provision which is provided, whether 400 jobs actually does alter anything in that area. All these things are completely unresolved, and at the moment I think it's very difficult for either the community or Tesco to have a proper discussion, because the community hardly know what is happening and Tesco are very difficult to contact.
Well, if you had a Tesco there and you had an Asda next door, you bet your life everyone went to Asda rather than Tesco's.
Oh, yeah.
Because Asda is cheaper than Tesco's.
Yeah, that's what they
But
say.
it's convenience, isn't it? They've got them everywhere.
There's the thing, convenience.
It's convenient.
But you have to weigh that convenience up with other values, like, as I say, disrupting the community, destroying the community. If that open market disappeared, a lot of people, as been pointed out to us in there, use that market like you used to use pubs. They meet there, they see faces there they've known for years, it's been there for years. People, open markets are very popular in Liverpool, as they are all over the country.
Yeah.
A lot of the local residents are very worried because there'll be increased pollution, and it already is an area that has a very high asthma rate and other lung problems. The noise will be enormous because it is this huge development surrounded by very, very small houses. So there are a lot of residents are living in very, very close proximity to it. And they're also, of course, worried about the manoeuvring of these huge container trucks and the garage and petrol station, which will be at the back, so right next to all the little estates.
So it's, if you sit down and take the whole picture overall, do you reckon it would be a good thing if a lot of these shops disappeared? The houses in the close by to the market are going to be listening to wagons getting unloaded every night. The volume of traffic, cars, things won't stay the same.
No.
But
Well,
I see your point.
I can only say from my own customers, 9 out of 10 people are very excited about Tesco going there.
Yeah, they're having one here, they're having one on Great Irish Street, so we're getting a big one there as well. And then obviously there's one Kirby with Everton Football Club, they're getting one as well up there. So there's like 3 new ones, and they're not all that, it's not all that much difference in the area between them.
Don't forget now, remember what I said to you, you can roast them, bake them, boil them and chip them on a £2 a bag. They're apples a pound, pears, oranges 5 a bob. We have to sell out to sleep out anywhere you like, up the stairs to pears, in and out the sprouts. The melons are bigger than Ellen's, the pears are bigger than theirs. Not as big as theirs, but big. So don't forget now, you taste and try before you buy, because quality's our policy.
Yeah,
there you go.
Clark.
Away you go.
Thank you very much.